Good morning. Sorry about that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Wednesday, September 27th. Uh, we made it. Okay, a lot of people say it's hump day. There's a friend of mine in the building. We usually say we're at the top of the mountain looking down because we know it's downhill from here. So I want to welcome you this morning to WKAX 1500 AM, the Winning Worship Radio Show. And I'm just thankful to be here. I am always thankful to be, just to be, So there are times I'm waking up on a Saturday, I'm not here with you. So I'm thankful that I'm allowed to be here one more day, or as some say, one more again. The things that I want to talk to you about is about our being here, our appreciation of life, our thankfulness for the gift of life. I always throw out Psalms 118:24. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I mean it. I do, because when you wake up, this is a day that we've never seen before and that He's given to us as a gift. And so we should rejoice and be so thankful that He gave us one more day. I will say this until the day that He calls me home, because every day is a gift. We do nothing on our own. We can't. Um, there was something that I thanked. Her name is Jean. I thanked her. I gave her a quick call this morning and thanked her for reminding me about the little things. And so I told her I wanted to talk about it on the air this morning, about the little things that we either tend to forget, we overlook. We don't think about little things that, we don't think about the little things that really amount to some big things. And I do want to give you some examples, but I do want to read something for you. But one little example that just came to my mind was uh, little things that you overlook. Okay, that hug meant something to somebody. Your smile meant something to somebody, including you. Maybe you're the one who needed that smile or that hug. Um, the little things, just being able to get up out of bed. You think that just because you think the alarm clock woke you up, okay. No, because what if the alarm clock was unplugged? What if the alarm clock broke? Whatever the case may be, God woke you up. And, you know, the little things, that we're able to walk to the mailbox and get the mail, that we're able to have the activities of our limbs, that we're able to see the sky, the birds, the trees, that we're able to walk without assistance, that we're able to eat. I mean, there's some people who have to be fed. So it's the little things, it's the smiles, it's the hugs, it's um, the feeling you get when you walk in the park. We overlook these things. We don't even pray for, just, we're always looking for the big things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But start with the little things. Show some appreciation and love. And when I read this to you, it's entitled Prayer About the Little Things. We can't forget the little things. We just can't. So when I say this is the day that the Lord has made, let us rejoice and be glad in it. Sincerely take that to heart. Um, it says, if you limit your prayers, let me adjust this, please. If you limit your prayers to just the big things in life, you miss hundreds of opportunities for sweet communion with God. And man, I truly believe that, because you don't understand. I mean, sometimes when I lay down at night, and I'm sure all of you have your own, of course we all have our own individual relationships with God, but sometimes I just thank Him for, oh Lord, thank you. When I lay down, it's like, oh my God, my body's going into rest. I thank Him for that feeling, for that moment. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Have you ever, the little things, you found your keys. I know that means nothing, because it's like, well, everybody misplaces their keys. But don't you always say, "Oh, thank God, I found my keys." We have to thank God in in every moment of our life, and it's like, well, that's just too much work. Well, you're a lot of work too. Oops, said that out loud, didn't I? Because I'm a lot of work, and for Him to still love on me, take delight in me, blesses me, wakes me up, for Him to still do the things that for me, the little things, the big things, and we all have some issues, and we don't deserve it, but because He loves us so, He loves us so, and because His Son died for us, and so we're worth it. But we got to give the honor and the praise back to Him, even in the little things. Let me share this with you, please. Many people don't pray about the little things because they feel they're not worth their time. They reserve prayer for those high and mighty occasions when they've exhausted every possible human solution and prayer is all that's left to them. Hmm. The truth is that they really don't want to invest prayer energy in things of seemingly little significance, and they're missing spiritual blessings as a result. You better pay attention. I mean, just to the little things that may mean nothing to you. But when I say He takes delight in us, it's in every aspect, in every little thing that we do. Everything that we do. He's watching. He loves us. He's angels of protection. He gives us things just to make our days nice. I mean, the beauty that surrounds us, the air that we are able to breathe, the little things. I just want everybody to take time on this day and prayerfully, Lord willing, you'll have tomorrow. That's my prayer for myself as well as for you, that we have tomorrow. But today, let's consider the little things, the smile on your baby's face. You may have a slight headache. You're leaving work. You got to go home and cook dinner. The kids are loud. They're coming in and out. The phone's ringing off the hook. And then you look at one of those little babies and they just smile at you and they say something off. I don't care what it is, but it makes you smile. The little things. It's the smile. It's that moment of, I love this child, or I love my husband or wife. It's a look you can give across the room. You're doing laundry. You're just doing all kind of other things. And you look over at someone and it's just that moment. It was just that look. It's the little things that amount to big things. When something breaks your heart, large or small, it isn't going to escape God's attention. If you believe that God is able to work out all things, even small ones, for His good purpose and His glory, then of course you should pray about even the tiniest of matters. Your request for God's work in your financial investments, in the food you're about to eat, and in your study habits may just be the one thing He can use to build His kingdom in your life. It's the little things. Prayer has unbelievable benefits to you, even when you're just praying about a lost set of keys. We talked about that. Let's take a look at some of the advantages of incorporating prayer into even the smallest details of your life. Praying for little things teaches you to depend on God. I'm going to stop right there for a minute. Praying for the little things teaches you to depend on God, even if it is that set of keys. Even something that you think is insignificant, and you ask God about it. Oh, okay, I have an example. If Jean is listening, she'll know this. We talked about this a long time ago, and it's about something to do with just what are we wearing to church? Insignificant. You're not even thinking, but who cares? You're probably thinking, who cares? But this is how I did it. I was like, Lord, I need I need your help. I'm trying to get ready for church. I don't know if I should wear this. How do I feel about this? I mean, I'm asking my Father, help me out. What should I wear? In every aspect of my life, I try to include Him in. When I'm washing dishes, I'm like, Lord, my feet are tired, but thank you for that that I'm able to stand. Once I finish with this, I'm going to go and write something down, or I'm going to go do this. And I just talk to him because he's my father. So I can talk to him anytime I want. And in every aspect of my life, I need him there. I need to know he's there. I need to feel his presence. And conversation is prayer, conversation, whatever you want to call it. But my relationship with him is important. So even in my picking out what I'm wearing, what she and I talked about, and we laughed about it, but it's true for me, is that I don't go past 3. That's my number, because it's the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. So in any decisions that I'm like, okay, I could go this way, this way, this way, but I don't let it go past 3. So if I've yanked out 3 outfits, I don't look at the 4th one. I don't care. If it didn't get in one of those 3s, I'm not even going to look at anything else. And I guess you say, well, why are you trying to pull out 3 outfits? Come on. You've done it too. You don't know what you want to wear. But I'm just saying, it's the little things. It's what you may think is insignificant, or again, the loss of a key, or where I know I place my shoes in the same spot all the time. Where are they? Lord, help me find these shoes. It doesn't matter. When you're praying, you're acknowledging your dependence on God. You're deliberately unplugging from your earthly and human sources of strength and choosing rather to plug in to God's holy and infinite source. When you choose to seek God's leadership, direction, and provision for something as seemingly insignificant as a parking place, the right wording of a letter, or what clothes to wear to the office, you're acknowledging that you want and need God's direction in every aspect of your day. You're inviting Jesus to rule and reign as Lord over every last detail of your life. That's prayer that teaches you how to depend on him in everything. If you limit your prayers to just the big dramatic things in your life, you miss hundreds of opportunities every day for sweet communion with God. And I truly believe that. I truly believe it, because of course we go to him in prayer, whether however you go to him in prayer. You know what I'm saying? When it's something big and dramatic, you may tear up, you may be hollering out, you may feel like, oh God, I'm going into a state of depression, but you go to him with heaviness on your heart. Go to him about the little things. Lord, I'm struggling with learning this on my job, or I'm struggling with this homework and just going off to college, and the work is I know this subject, but it's bigger. It's like, I don't know, in my head I was thinking of a little kid. It's like, now it's grown folk stuff. So whatever it is, the little things in your life that you need help with, and you think, I'm not going to go to the Lord in prayer for that. No, because it'll teach you that you depend on him for everything. I just used the example of clothes or the car keys. So my thing for you today is, remember the little things. Not only going to God in prayer for, or needing his direction and his guidance and depending on him, because we're all going to run to him for the big things. My lights are about to get cut off. My child is sick and in the hospital. So-and-so is going to jail. Whatever these big things are, at work, at home, we're going to go to God in prayer. But the little things, Lord, help me to be a better person today. That's it. Just talk to him. It's the little things. And then also the little things. Let me remind you of this, please. Not only just to rejoice in this day as the gift that he gave us of life, but the little things that you can do for someone. Like I said, be a good listener, hug someone, smile, just little things. You see somebody struggling with the groceries, take out the trash. I mean, it's little things that really, it's like, oh my God, you didn't have to do that. You walk in the house and the dishes are already done, even though they should be doing them anyway. Everyone that lives in the house has duties. But I'm just saying that, j- just the little things. I mean, start paying attention to the little things and see, don't they make a big difference in your life? You feel me? The little thing can make a big difference in your life. So I wish you a beautiful day. No, I'm not signing off. I'm just wishing you a beautiful day. Pay attention to the little things. The changing of the weather is beautiful. Just soak in life, because there's so much in the news that's going on. There's so much in our own lives individually. There's just a lot going on. So when you take time for the beauty, when you take time for the little things, when you take time to read a scripture, to uplift you and get your day started, or and send you to bed that way. I'm serious. Start, I have a relationship with God. No, it can only get better, because relationships, you want to continue to get to know. You want to continue to please. You want to continue to, I don't want to disappoint and hurt someone, or, my father. And so just, he gives us so much. Why can't we just give him a little of our time? And I don't even say a little. I try to give him all of me throughout my day. No one has to know. No one's going to know my thoughts. I could be sitting there typing up something or making a phone call, and I'm just thanking God for my being, or thank you that, that pain that was with me is gone. So again, I just want to remind you to rejoice in this day that he's given to us, and remember the little things that you can do for someone. Do something for yourself. um, Praise and thank God for the little things, okay? That you're able to have that cup of coffee, even if you're sitting alone. Then that gives you time to uh, talk and rejoice and think on Him. So, again, the little things. So, we're going to move on. And before I start going into the stories that I have for you and the public service announcements, I'm going to take a little break. But I really sincerely thank you for joining me this morning here at WKAX, 1500 AM, the Winning Worship Radio Show. And we'll be right back. Forgive me. Welcome back to WKAX 1500 AM, the winning worship radio show, and we are the faith frequency on your dial. I am so blessed and happy. I am really happy to be here with you today and every day that the Lord blesses me to have. Before I move on to some quite interesting stories, I do have a couple of public service announcements for you. And you already know. And for those of you who are new joining me, always have a pencil, pen, crayon, chalk. However, you can write it down. I would say smoke signals, but they disappear. Write down. We got a lot going on, seemingly in October. This Sunday, October 1st, from 2 to 5 at the Florence Lauderdale Coliseum. There's Pink Alabama presents their 10th anniversary. Their 10th anniversary, Pink Differently. I like that. Pink Differently about cancer runway fashion show. It's a fashion show. Oh my God. I wonder if it's all going to be in pink. It doesn't matter. It's for a wonderful cause. Instead of Think Differently, it's Pink Differently. I know you got that. But there'll be a lot of entertainment, vendors, food. So mark your calendar. I will remind you this on Thursday and Friday. Once again, it's Pink Alabama presents their 10th anniversary. Pink Differently. It's a cancer runway fashion show with entertainment, vendors, food. And that's this Sunday at October 1st from 2 to 5 at the Florence Lauderdale Coliseum. The admission is free for all cancer survivors, and they're requesting a $5 donation. So I'm sure that we can support that cause and give them their donation, don't you think? No, we're not thinking. We know. Okay, kids loving kids. Okay, there's this is attention for all motorcycle riders. You're needed for an upcoming toy run for kids loving kids, and that's September 30th. So that's Saturday. For 12 years, they've been providing Christmas for kids and teens in Alabama. So bring unwrapped toys, gift cards, and any donations as you ride to Spirit Life Church at 1650 St. Joseph Drive in Coleman. Okay? Be there by noon for, they're going to have a great lunch and live music by the Cooter Brown Band. Okay, for more information about this toy run, please call Pam at 256-318-4555. And that's September 30th. Okay, that's this Saturday. Kids loving kids. That's a beautiful thing. It's all about the kids, right? All right, also on Saturday, the 30th, from 3:30 to 8 at Spring Park Double Deck Pavilion in Tuscumbia, the Shoals Area Quorum presents their 22nd annual Singing Gospel Extravaganza fundraiser event. So that's this Saturday, the 30th, from 3:30 to 8. Spring Park Double Deck Pavilion in Tuscumbia. Okay, and there's a few more if you don't mind. I'm giving you a chance. Okay, so your pen didn't run out of ink. You're good. All right, let's keep this moving then. Now, also in October, and then we're going to have to keep you reminding this because we're not quite at October yet. So, but let me just throw this out at you real quick. This is a free event, and it's Rock the Block. That's Sunday, October 22nd. Rock the Block, Sunday, October 22nd, from 2 to 6. And it's a community block party. Councilwoman Katrina Simmons is hosting this event, and her number is 256-349-3879. Okay, they'll have the following. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's on West Tennessee Street, forgive me, in front of the Magnolia Gardens. West Tennessee to Locust will be blocked from 11 to 9 p.m. Just so you know, West Tennessee to Locust will be blocked off from 11 to 9 p.m. And I'll remind you of this event so that you'll know what direction to go and all of that good stuff. But they will have the following, like bingo, and there'll be prizes, jump rope, face painting, health screening. You know, there'll be nurses, UNA nurses there, line dancing, chair exercises. I'm needing to see what that's about because I might need some exercise, music, and more, and grilling on site. Oh my God. I will definitely keep reminding you of that because that's bringing the community together, and that's a lot of fun. Okay. In October, it's going to be really good weather. So, yeah, I'll be out there. And Saturday, I know this is a lot of information, so that's why I'm going to give it to you every day. Just make sure that you have something to write with and write on. There's a pastor's at New Testament Missionary Baptist Church pastor's pre-anniversary banquet. That'll be Saturday, October 21st at 5 o'clock. Woodman of the World, 2114 Helton Drive in Florence. The tickets are $25 for ages 13 and up, and $13 for ages 4 through 12. Their guest speaker is Pastor Malone. And for more information, Psalmist Lady Rita Malone, she'll be there. Taisha Roulette, give her a call at 540 area code 522-5721, or Tina Kirkman at 256-415-0883 for more information. Okay? Also, and I love them. They're good people. This is for Pastor Thompson. Jerusalem Missionary Baptist Church homecoming program. That's Sunday, October 15th, and it begins at 10:30 a.m. Sunday, October 15th at 10:30 a.m. And Pastor Albert Ingram Jr. of St. James Missionary Baptist Church, Florence, will be delivering the message. Their theme is Welcome Home, coming from Luke, the 15th chapter, verses 11 through 30. Their address is 151 County Road 249 in Florence. I'll remind you of that as well. And our last but not least, there's a breast cancer awareness 5K run and 1 mile fun run. I can't run, but I can walk. I can walk a long way, but this is a run, so Janet's out. It's presented by Pink Alabama Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Inc. And that will be Saturday, October 7th from 8 in the morning till 10. Florence High School, $15 entry fee for participants, $20 entry fee with T-shirt. All proceeds go to Pink Alabama. We have to be supportive of everything pink. Breast cancer, men can get breast cancer as well. We'll have to talk on that one day, maybe somewhere in October, okay? Hopefully we can get someone in who could speak on that. That will be interesting. So let's support all of those, all of that information I gave you, and I will repeat it. I would also like to talk to you about advertising. Here at Knox Media Group, we are looking to, I'm sorry. Okay, it's all the way. I'm sorry. I was just told by the producer they couldn't hear me. So we here at Knox Media Group would love to do some advertising for you. And let me tell you, we can help your business grow. I know you're already probably at a good position, but we all can do better. And we're here to not only help grow your business, but let people know where you are, where you're located, all, as they say, all that good stuff. But if you're a small business or a big business, it doesn't matter. We have a package that'll fit your budget. I don't want you to feel as though, well, we're a small company and we really can't afford that. No, we're willing to work with you, okay? We want you to be part of this family. So whatever your budget is, we can work with you. So give us a call at 256-712-2887 and allow us to advertise for you here at WKAX 1500 AM, our sister station WMXV 105.1 FM, and all of our social media platforms. We will get you out there to where everyone will be talking about you, okay? And that's what we do. We just want everyone to succeed and just do better and better and better. And now in saying that, church packages. We have a package, I promise you, all churches that will fit your budget. There's some churches that are larger than others and some that are small, so I don't want any of you to think you can't afford it, because all you need to do is just a phone call, okay? Give us a call at 256-712-2887 and allow us to um, represent you and put you out there. So listen, so that we know who pastors at church, the times of services, where you're located, in what areas, because even though COVID is here to stay, it's behind us. It's in the sense of now we can come back out. There are many people who are walking around without masks, and then some that still do. From time to time, I have to, depend on where I'm at. So don't be afraid to go back to church. We really need to fellowship together with one another. We need to go ahead and make this little thing called Satan mad, and get back into church to fellowship with one another. So churches, if the deacons are listening, if the first lady is listening, if the pastor is listening, if someone in the congregation, if you're listening, talk to whoever you need to talk to and say, we need to give them a call at Knox Media Group, because now we want to grow the churches, fill the parking lots up, bring souls back to Christ. We need to, we're in this together, okay? So give us a call at 256-712-2887. And not only will we advertise you on our sister station, but also on all our social media platforms, okay? That's all you need to do is give us a call, and then we'll take it from there. All right? What else? Oh, speaking of churches, I would like to invite you out to Galilee Missionary Baptist Church. And the address is 23001 County Road 14 in Florence. And I always say that the doors of the church are always open. I've told you that I've taken them off the hinges, which means you can come any time, at any time. Well, any time that we're there. Sunday services begin at 9, but come and join us at 8:30, and we'll have the coffee ready for you, water, juices. We have cinnamon rolls and buns and things of that nature. So we're not going to let you sit there hungry. So, and if you just want to come in a little early just to sit in the sanctuary and meditate, or just get your thoughts together and get ready to hear the word of God from the man of God, Pastor Mashur T. Knox, then you're more than welcome to just come in. We'll greet you. Hello, how you doing? And then, have a cup of coffee or some juice, or just go right on into the sanctuary and sit down and get yourself ready and prepared. And also on Wednesday nights, Bible studies at 6:30. Now, come at 6 o'clock. That's when we feed. There's more than enough food for you, okay? Bring your children. And listen, the Bible study begins at 6:30, and our dinner hours at 6 o'clock. It is really a friend and family environment. You won't be looked at as, here come another strange face. Who's that? With it? No. Once you come in, honey, you better get in where you can fit in that line, because everybody's eating, laughing, and talking. And then when Bible study starts, I promise you, it's I feel comfortable there, because whether you say anything or not, you're going to walk away with something, but also you're able to ask questions, and I've never felt stupid or silly there. It's just I just like to be quiet and listen, but it really is a comfortable environment. I just spoke with them, and I'm going to ask this person if I can mention her name on the air, but she told me that she has never felt more comfortable and welcomed than there. And maybe no, I'm not going to do her name, but anyway, she really has a good time, and she keeps coming back and joining us, and I thank God for that, because I thank God that she feels that way, that she can come there, receive this word. We feed and we laugh and we talk, and it's a good environment. So I'm pushing that, because really, if you have a home church, I suggest you go. I really do. But if you don't have a home church, I'm inviting you. You're so welcome to come and join us at any time. Okay? Again, that address is 23001 County Road 14. Looking forward to seeing you. Just say, hey, Janet, I heard you on the radio. I'm here. Oh, honey, I'll do all kind of backflips in my head, because this body is not going to attempt any of that. Listen, let's move on to a little news while I have a little time left with you. And I'm just going to give you highlights of it, because, when I'm getting ready for work, I'll do something at night, the night before, and then I'll watch a little bit of the news just to make sure nothing's changed. some of these stories I'm trying to keep up with because they're changing constantly. You remember that what happened on the riverfront in Montgomery on the dock workers? Well, a few days ago, and I don't have the names in front of me. Let me see if I can find them. But they were on Good Morning America. I think it was yesterday or day before. And they interviewed the dock worker, the 16-year-old boy, and the dock worker's friend. Now I'm just gonna kind of skim through the story, but uh, he he kept saying throughout the interview that all he was trying to do was his job, and he wasn't becoming mean. He was just telling the people, "Look, you can come back, or get." I'm paraphrasing. You can bring your boat back in, fit it, but this one has to come in. He was really just talking to them. Of course, they were saying some rude things to him. Then it became some ugly racial things. And he said, I didn't expect this to happen at work today. I was just expecting another peaceful, nice cruise. That's all he thought. When he woke up in the morning, that's what I'm saying. When you wake up in the morning, you don't know what is ahead of you. Just take that moment to be thankful to God that he woke you up and rejoice in that moment that he gave that gift to you, because you don't know once you walk out your door what's out there waiting for you. This man was just going to work like any other day, and this happened. So he and the young guy, well, his friend is called Rara. I'm trying to get his last, I think his last name is Carlson. But they were being interviewed, and they said that, and the little boy, I was told this yesterday, little boy, somebody has already taken care of his college fund. This little boy just jumped into the water and swam over there. And they said they'd never seen somebody swim so fast. And he was 16 years old. And so his main thing was, I just wanted to do my job. I just wanted to do my job. And then he said, and when they hit him, it was on. Those were his words. It was on. And he says, we could have docked, but we would ended up hitting a couple of those boats, and they would be responsible for it. So he was trying to explain to the people, you can't just move over a little bit. You got to move it and let us dock, let them park it. And then, he says, everybody was yelling. Well, you've seen it. But what really got me was throughout the whole thing, he kept saying, I was like, I'm just doing my job. After we dock, we don't mind if y'all staying there, but not at this time while we're trying to dock. That's all he was just saying. Man, just let me do my job. You guys can come back, but just let this thing dock first and then come on back. And then he says, really, just move it about 1 or 2, 4 steps to the right. That's it. He was just trying to give them direction. Oh, Lord. Then it escalated, and you know what it turns out. But the thing that I want to comment on is that that at the end of the interview, and then I'm going to get back to a couple other points, but what I really liked is that at the end of the interview, she asked, how was he feeling, and how, and he said, I have some bumps, bruises, and scrapes, and things like that. And he said, but to God be the glory. I'm okay. I just want to do my job. And he says, to God be the glory. And I'm like, wow. I mean, I'm sure he was upset and mad and scared. All those things, these people jumping on him. And I don't think he recognized or seen that so many people were coming to his defense or were there. He was just thanking God. And all he wanted to do was his job. All he wanted to do was for the people to move. But I love that even in the midst of all of that, he still said, well, it's okay, because to God be the glory. I just want to do my job. I wish we can, well, it gets hard. Believe me, I'm not pacifying this thing. It can get hard, but we got to remember who we are, whom we belong to, and who's really in control of things. Because I tell you that don't think that people can just they may get away with it right that moment, or you may think they're getting away with something. They're not. So we have to, and I'm talking to myself at this moment, that vengeance belongs to God. I know that in the heat of things, we have to defend ourselves. I get that. Somebody's attacking me, I'm going to have to fight my way out of it. I get that. But after it's over, I don't want to plan someone's, well, I always say plan someone's death, but plan someone's, a retaliation, things of that nature. Let it, we have to let it go and let God, okay? I mean, you just do the things that you're supposed to do. And like this man, he's not even trying to say, and we should do this. Now, if you want to have meetings, if you want to march, if you want to do all that stuff, that's fine. But don't plan to attack. Don't do that. Just don't. I mean, I'm gonna have to save that for another show because I do want to move on. But they said, let me see about this little boy because I liked him. He was cute. He's cute. Let's see. Okay, his name is Aaron Hamilton Rudolph, and he's 16 years old. Was only on his second week on the job. I didn't know that he was working there. He said everybody was just recording. No one helped. So I couldn't just watch and sit around and just let him get beat on while everybody else is just recording and watching. And Rashawn, I think that's his name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so forgive me. But it's Ra Carlton. Pickett's co-worker and friend also rushed to his defense. I was trying to get his name. So, yeah, he said it's our duty as co-workers and as a team to go and aid and assist him. So I guess Ra works there too. And Pickett said that some nasty words were directed at him when he got attacked, while Carlton claimed that he heard a lot of racial slurs being used. And, of course, there was drinking involved, but, to me, there's still no excuse. That's a story for another day. I'm sorry. But anyway, I really liked his attitude. That's what I want to say. And those three men don't seem as though that they want any physical altercation. They're not talking crazy and loud. They were just talking about what had happened and their mindset right then. And, we have to move on. But I just going to say this, and this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. We're not taking mess no more. Just want to say that. We're not taking mess. We start off trying to talk, and we start off trying to get you to a point of understanding, and then you want to do the privilege thing. We're not taking it. My opinion, my thoughts only, okay, does not reflect Knox Media at all. And just as listen, let me tell you this. If you ever want to call into this show and give your opinion, I promise I would be more than happy and willing to listen because I value yours. Just to be heard. So listen, the number starting, and I'll try to remind myself. You remind me, somebody remind me. Call us, to start giving this number for you to call in if you have any comments, any opinions, any thoughts, not only what I discussed, but something that you would like discussed on the air, whatever the case may be. Feel free to call at 256-483-0750. Now that's here inside, right here next to me. But, even if you call our 256-712-2887, ask for Janet and just tell me what you thought of the show. I'll give you, if you want to leave your name and give me your name, and I'll mention it the next day on the show. Hey, so-and-so called in and they had a comment on this, or they read that, or, their thoughts and opinion was this. I value it, and I appreciate it if you were to do that, because you matter. You really do. You're listening. You matter. And spread the word. Have everybody listen to not only the sister station. I'm going to give her some props because they get down over there. They really do. But we start off the morning together with each other. So I thank you for listening to WKAX 1500 AM. This is the Winning Worship Radio Show. And again, I give props, and I listen to them myself while I'm working. WMXV 105.1 FM. I tell you, they're fun, funny, but they discuss some issues. They bring stuff to the table. So I do enjoy their show, and I'm not just saying that because even when I'm out of town, I'm listening. You know, so we're here to support you. Just support us. Give us a call, or whether it be advertising or just you're one of our listeners, because we're here. Listen, at Knox Media, we are here to serve the public and to serve you. So let us know the goods and the bads, of this show. My show, the afternoon show on my sister station. So, yeah, I welcome it. Let me move on to another story, and I want to keep up with them, especially that little boy's going to be going to college you just never know. You never know how the Lord works. You just never know. Now, this one right here, this story, I hope I have time for it because I'm getting ready to shock some of you. And you know what? No, we're not going to be shocked. FBI launches a probe into Baton Rouge Police Department over abuse allegations. Now, listen to me. This isn't just, the abuse of police and this. They take you to this place. What is it called? It's a warehouse. But wait, they have a name for this warehouse. Oh my God, what is it? It's called the Brave Cave. Okay, what they do is whether you are being stopped for, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be your tail light is out, your tags are wrong, you made a legal turn, we ran your plates, your suspects, nothing. It could be you coming out the grocery store, you put your stuff into the trunk of your car, in the back seat of your car, you get in, you're driving down the street, and they'll just randomly get you. And so the FBI is investigating the Baton Rouge Police Department because they said they're following allegations that some of the officers abused their authority. You think? Okay, that was a moment. I just had a moment. I'm just saying, Jesus. I don't. Let me backtrack before I give you the story. I want to know not only the interviewing process, the hiring process. Do they give mental? I'm searching for my words quickly, but you know what I'm talking about. When you put someone in a position like that of police authority or whatever the case may be, they should go through a psych interview or something, because some of these people, not all officers, not all sheriffs, I promise you, I've met more good ones than bad. I've seen the bad on TV because they bring their attention to the whole department, and then the good ones have to really fight to show that they're really there to protect and serve. But a lot of them, it's like, oh no, you done gave me a gun and a license to go ahead and do what I want to do. Anyway, these people take them to a place called the Brave Cave, and it's a warehouse. And they took this one young man to this warehouse. Well, first of all, they snatched him out of his car in front of his girlfriend. And they're doing what they normally do, manhandle you, knock you to the ground, doing all kind of stuff. Then they showed a picture. They had the nerve to have their body cams on inside this warehouse, accusing them of different things and slapping them around. And I'm running through the story, but I really want to give you the details. They did all this to this young man. Then when they actually cut their body cams off, they beat him. I'm going to read further into the story. They beat him to the point he had to go to the hospital. So, can you imagine leaving your house? You have to stay. Let me throw this at you. We have to stay prayed up. We have to stay prayed up. Okay? I am always going to encourage you, and I do encourage you always to, when you wake up, you thank God for the gifts of life. You thank Him for whatever the day holds for you, that you're able to come back home safely, that your kids are able to come back home safely. Okay? Stay prayed up. Always. I can't stress it enough, because we don't know what lies ahead of us. That doesn't mean to be fearful. Don't walk in fear, because he didn't give us a spirit of fear. You understand what I'm saying? There's some scary things out there, but he didn't give us that spirit of fear. So, um, you know, it really hurts me. It really hurts me to see, and I really have to go through the story to give you. Okay, they said officers allegedly refused to examine the prescriptions that Brown said he was entitled to carry the medication. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really to give you the full story, because my time is short and it is winding down. But I want to give you the full story on this, because I think I said this a few days ago, that we have to, like, when we get pulled over, just cooperate. This man did cooperate. I understand. Listen, I do understand. But we have to just go ahead and cooperate, because you never know. It could be one of the nice ones, but when it's one of the bad ones, listen, let me get my thoughts together on that, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Even though it would be my opinion, I don't want to say the wrong thing or be disrespectful to anyone. So I will save this story for tomorrow, and I will give you the good and bad of it, okay? But listen, I do wish you a wonderful and beautiful day. The one thing I do want you to remember today is the little things. Don't forget about the little things. It doesn't matter what it is, that your kid is staring at you while you're eating it, or you're eating that donut, and you thought the kid was sleeping, and they're sitting there staring at you. So you cut them a little piece and give it to them, and watch their faces. I'm just saying, it's the little things. I don't care what it is throughout the day. Notice the little things that you can do for someone, that you could do for yourself, or that you realize God is doing it for you, and the appreciation of life, just to look around as you're driving down the street and just say, Lord, I thank you. On your way to pay the light bill, I know, but you're able to pay it. So remember the little things, okay? And God bless you on this day and every day. I do look forward to talking to you tomorrow, and happy Wednesday. Don't forget, I've invited you to Galilee Missionary Baptist Church, 23001 County Road 14. Don't forget advertising here at Knox Media Group. Give us a call at 256-712-2887. I I can't get away from it. It's the little things, because right now I'm just wanting to hug on somebody. So, God bless you on this day and every day. And remember to call me if you have any comments on our show, on what I could do better, subjects or things that you would like to hear discussed on this show. And I'm going to make sure that that phone is charged up so that you could call in. And remember, give me a call if you have to at 256-712-2887, and let's talk about it, okay? So I wish you a beautiful day. Be blessed. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Be blessed. Peace.